with your what's the name, put it on your game, your stream, put it on one of your corners if you want some extra shit. Talking about it to you. And I'll go do that.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
It seems like the coach is an idiot. We got our game well in hand, and he's gonna run me up the middle and get me hurt.
The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Chris Johnson, the running back, and one pass receiver.
They'll run this play from the pistol.
Oh, tight end.
The hand to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3 and out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with the safety to open this thing up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson.
Even on that fucking that shit against Georgia, and we bobbled the hell out of that shit. We just ended up getting a little spin off and then make it look.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go. Sees the wide receiver run the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Brett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for space. It's Harden. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd busts he'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Come on, bro.
Ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Mustangs! Fit it in the window for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
That's the nigga I told you, man, was quarterbacking off on this shit.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Skips away from pressure. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about.
Looking for a huge play.
Shot nigga this fuck.
He's got it.
Switch this shit.
The defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown USC.
And man, is that perfect time. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Oh.
On third down, he drops the throw. With the catch, it's Brinson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back.
Gonna take a shot at this DB.
Can I click on him?
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Let's go, Gentry.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Its first time out of the half. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense one.
It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
We're going to make it hot like
The
fire.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
What's the matter?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast. Turning it off. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern
Hit the eye on that thing.
Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
A celebration thing we can do like this.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They go to the ground.
flex. Walk off the touchdown.
Change now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going over the top.
Let me get that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets
a shot toward the end zone.
Get up. Oh!
Intercepted.
Don't
Big
get it.
play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Jumped on top of the pile. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air. It's Jennings. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
Man, money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the...
Looking for the end zone.
Take that,
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for space. It's Sanders. Shot down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go right back to the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here of the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brinson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the end zone. Got it.
Nope.
How about that defense rising up and stop?
Another chance.
Short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick handoff. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Mayava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Under fire.
Come here.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing with position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. Converts on 4th down. Still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Trying to do it on the ground.
Nope.
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Miami. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
I know what he knows. I know what
it is. After a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. The give on the option. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Touchdown, SMU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball. It's a fumble. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a
and when I finally do, I get fucking pressure.
If I don't complete this third.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. He's got a first down.
Why would you put the safety there?
And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's at. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late.
I'll take that.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0.
Yes.
A hostile environment can have a